today, TTRPG News, April 18th, 2022. All right, so to start out, we have a really cool Kickstarter thing that has happened this last couple of days. So 2 TTRPG-related Kickstarters just passed $1 million in pledged money. Matt Colville, who goes by, his business name is MCDM Productions of Flea Mortals, which is a monster manual, a supplement for D&D 5.
Yeah, he redoes so many of the classic monsters to make them more interesting.
Yes, it's very exciting. And then Old Gods of Appalachia RPG, they like totally went past both of these groups went past what they had originally wanted or was requesting by a lot. They both launched on April 12th, and I know Old Gods of Appalachia funded in an hour and a half.
Jeez. Yeah, I know when I read the story on, I believe it was Sunday, Matt Colville's was at 1.07 million, and Old Gods of Appalachia was at 1.2 million. They've
both gone up a little bit from there, but yeah.
Yikes.
It's insane. So this is proving that there is still a major thirst for TTRPG games and that the desire for it is going up, not down.
People want their games. They want to escape into a world that is cool, that is interesting, and where they can do whatever the heck they want.
That has dragons, Karen. It has dragons. Okay.
Karen?
It's the meme. Anyway, moving on to number 2.
Number 2. A recent exciting release of the Dark Souls TTRPG has made its way into the hot hands of gamers in the UK, and initial reactions are not good. Players are finding a ton of errors, everything from basic spelling and grammar to more game-breaking issues. Players on Reddit went on a rampage, pointing out all the kinds of major inconsistencies with the rule set. Example is that the Knight class doesn't have enough strength at level 1 to wear their own starting armor.
Which is like insane.
While the caster stats don't allow for them to wield one of the recommended weapons, and it's unclear how death works. The official rulebook lands in the US May 16th. Hopefully they fix a lot between now and then. I know I was watching one video on it, and this feels like a play test. Mm-hmm. This feels like what you would put out maybe as a very early play test, maybe even before beta. Maybe there's an alpha play test. But they sold it as a completed, game, and it apparently is not completed in any way, shape, or form.
No, there are a lot of very, very unhappy people. So I'm hoping that they manage to fix that and clean that up a little bit before the May 16th release, because the Brits are not as loud as the American fan base is.
They can be more harsh.
They can be more harsh, but they're not quite as loud. So we'll see how that happens. Wizards of the Coast, in a huge move that people have been predicting from the inception of D&D Beyond, has purchased D&D Beyond for a whopping $146.3 million. As the most logical move for Wizards of the Coast, they have reassured fans that everything currently in D&D Beyond will be retained. All data is going to be there in the app and on the website. You don't need to worry about your characters. They're all safe. The full handover is going to take effect probably during second or third quarter of 2022. They haven't talked specific dates yet, but the deal's been inked. And it's done. It's really exciting. And in other Wizards of the Coast news, they are planning on doing what they're calling a D&D Direct, which is just a live stream on their D&D channel on Twitch to do announcements, talk to the fans a little bit. I think the announcement of purchasing D&D Beyond made some people a little
wary,
a little like, wait a second, what's happening here? Because I think everyone really liked the fact that D&D Beyond was separate.
Well, here's what you got. I mean, you look at who they just brought in. They just brought in a bunch of people who specialize in digital. Mm-hmm. And I'm guarantee, because there's been talk for a while that they were going to make their own D&D Beyond. I guarantee they came in and said,
why
are we making something we can buy?
Well, and apparently the largest income that they were getting from D&D Beyond to begin with was the purchasing of books and stuff and royalties. So they were like, well, why don't we just, instead of making them pay us royalties, let's buy it.
And then we get the whole thing.
We get everything. Yeah. So it was the most logical move for Wizards of the Coast to do, since they had the money to do it.
Well, and making something, if they went on to make their own and have it be as high of quality, they were going to spend a crap load of money doing that anyway in development, because it's expensive to develop something with the
complexity
of D&D Beyond.
Yeah, so that was the big information coming from Wizards of the Coast. If you want to watch the D&D Direct, it is going to be held April 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. BST. Please extrapolate from there on their official D&D channel on Twitch.
And last, a fun TTRPG adjacent, we got the final season of Stranger Things has been announced, and the big bad will apparently be Vecna. They apparently just have to follow Critical Role. The iconic big bad from the original D&D games.
Yep.
Part 1 drops on May 27th on Netflix, which, I mean, Stranger Things was one of the big things that brought D&D back into the limelight and the mainstream.
Yeah, it was a huge resurgence.
Like, people saw that and they're like, ooh, they're doing this. That looks cool. Hey, this doesn't look like Satan worship at all.
Well,
and then it's like, okay.
I know, that whole show is so freaking dark. Oh
it's dark, but that's not the same thing.
Yeah, no, it's true. I really enjoyed Stranger Things. But I know, like, I have this weird thing where I'll love a TV show and like obsessively watch it and want to know all the information about it because of my ADHD. I hyperfixate, and then it's like I don't care anymore.
Yep.
So this is one of those that I'm like trying to work myself around to getting back into.
It was. I liked it. I'm excited for
this
last season.
Yeah. All right. So for our new segment, community announcements, this is a community board where you can tell us what you've got going on and what you would like to chat.
Story night about. You watched Stranger Things with a 4-year-old? Mine would have been terrified.
Yeah. Our 4-year-old would have not slept for 10 years. That would be fun. 14-year-old in my bed. Anyways, so community announcements. If you have anything going on, kind of like as a community board, we would love to boost your products or Kickstarters or new games or new shows or whatever that you are putting out. So please drop us a line and we will include it in our community announcements on our weekly show. You can email us at partyof2rpg@gmail.com, or you can send us a whisper here, of course, or you can find us on Twitter at partyof2rpglive, and we'll get back to you and just let you know that you are in for the week. So for this week, we have good friend of the show, Starry Night. Has two cool announcements for the week. The first being that they have an actual play called the Inventors. There we go. We'll be starting April 23rd at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will be streaming live on the Anonyminium YouTube channel.
You got that.
I got it. Yeah, so it's going to be on YouTube, not on Twitch. So, like, we're dropping the link in there. So if you want to kind of catch what they're doing, it's always really fun when you get to start a show that's like starting brand new and you can go through the whole thing. I really enjoy doing that.
Then you don't have to catch up.
Yeah, when I'm like, what happened? But yeah, follow the link and subscribe to their YouTube channel so that you can be notified when they go live. Second is for Anonyminium as well. They released a Powered by Dreams. Dream. Powered by Dream? Mm-hmm. No, I'm missing the S. Powered by Dreams. TTRPG is a superhero TTRPG. And it is, quotes, strives to allow for major character customization, leaving the big picture ideas for the players to create. Powered by Dreams also includes disability representation and allows you to create your own content. Within Powered by Dreams, you have permission to create your own content as well. This is currently available right now on DriveThruRPG, which the link it should be dropping right now.
It.
So if you are interested in going and checking that out and downloading and purchasing it, go ahead and go to DriveThru TTRPG and pick up a copy there. So do you want to do this last one?
Last of all, we've got Bards and Brews, a D&D actual play live stream. Will be premiering a brand new show on April 26th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I guess now it's Eastern Daylight Time, isn't it?
Whatever.
Yep.
It's Eastern Time.
It's a Curse of Strahd inspired homebrew ran by Evie from D&D Disaster Story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she is a GM for D&D Disasters and super fun, absolutely wonderful human being. They're going to have a freaking ball playing this game. It's going to be great.
The bot didn't work.
Oh, sad. Well, it's their Twitter page. Here, I will type it into the chat. Or not their Twitter, what their Twitch page is. And that is everything for our community announcements. Like I said, if you have anything that you would like to get boosted and talked about on our show, there we go.
Yes. So yeah, if you know of someone who we should talk about, let them know. And also, if you want to support TTRPG News, then please like, follow, and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, you can like and you can follow, and I think you can subscribe there too.
On YouTube, yeah.
If you're here on Twitch with us, then please follow and subscribe. You can actually subscribe for free using an Amazon Prime account.
Yes, it's true.
And I think that is all for tonight's TTRPG News, Monday, April 18th.